Are we ready?
We are rolling.
We are so excited today. I get
Yes.
to meet one of my idols, Bobby Brown.
Thank you.
And
Thank you. I
when we go
appreciate
over
that.
your history with the new edition, you were doing this when you were 13 years old. You were in new
14,
edition.
14 years old.
Wow.
We started off out of Boston.
And what made you? What got you into that? Was it like a guy who was looking for people to put a guy group together?
No. I just loved performing. I loved doing talent shows in the neighborhood. Anywhere in Boston that there was a talent show, I
You
would
were there.
enter. I was enter. And one talent show, the person that was giving it, which was Maurice Starr, he said if you went back and got some dancers and background singers,
You'd be a band.
you blow up. You'll win first place.
Well, the crazy thing is people forget, and that was what, in the 80s?
That was early 80s.
Yeah, people forget that they were putting boy bands together, girl bands together, Mickey Mouse Club stuff. It was just a formula they were kicking. It was like in the 60s they had all the studio musicians.
Right.
With the grassroots and all that. People didn't realize they weren't real.
Mm-hmm.
But for you guys, like New Edition, like did someone put that together, or
No,
were you
we put
part of it?
we put the band together. I put the band together, and I talked to one of the members, Michael Bivens, who used to play basketball. He was popular in the neighborhood, so I picked him to be in the group. Then
you
there
already
was
had
another
that
guy.
marketing mind going.
Yeah. Then there was another guy, Ricky Bell, who was popular on his side of the projects, and I chose him. And he was in the group already with Ralph Tresvant, so I told them both to come and join my group. And we went and won the talent show.
That's amazing. Do you remember what talent show you won?
We won it was at Roscoe's.
Really?
It was at a place.
Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle?
No.
Oh,
It was
geez,
Roscoe's. It was Roscoe's nightclub. But in the daytime, they would give. On the weekends, they would give kids a chance to, do
really?
talent shows there.
That's kind of cool. I wish
It was
there was
really
more
cool.
companies like that out there.
It was really good.
Because I don't know, raising kids today, you have children.
I have
How many kids you got?
5 kids.
5 kids. So do I. I
Yeah.
had 5 biological, 8 kind of showed up at my house.
Wow.
You know how you have those kids that, like, sooner or later you go there. You've been here for like 5 days. Do you live
Yeah.
with us now?
Do you live
That's
with
what
us now?
I was a coach, football coach, so it was
Okay.
always easier just to take the kid home than to bring him back to his house because I knew I was back on it the next day.
Right.
So, explain to me the evolution of Jack Swing.
New
Because
Jack Swing. New Jack Swing started with myself, Teddy Riley, Keith Sweat, Aaron Hall.
Oh, Keith Sweat was part of that.
Yeah, Keith Sweat was a part of it. We had a sound that was different from what R&B was.
Right.
It was a mixture of hip hop and R&B, and that's what New Jack Swing is. It's a mixture of hip hop and R&B.
Did you ever even begin to realize that you were creating a whole genre?
We didn't think so. We didn't know. We just knew what was funky, what sounded right, what people wanted to dance to, and that's what we gave them.
Okay, so you were in the early 80s,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so what, like in your mind, what is the biggest change that you've seen in the music business? Because, like for me, it was the advent of SFX, which a lot of people don't know. That was the roll-up of Live Nation, and I always thought that it was near impossible. You could never corporatize music. Oh,
Well,
yeah,
they
you can.
did.
Yeah,
They did. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. My biggest thing is, the downloading and we had sampling. We had
Right.
sampling, but the downloads and all of that,
And people can get access to your music.
easy, and they don't have to pay for it. So
Well, I remember
That's-
that. That was
that's
a big
the-
thing in the 90s or early 2000s where people were stealing music off the internet.
yes, and that's something that killed what the music business was
What
about.
did you think of Apple Music where before it was streaming? Because I think all of this subscription series stuff is going to blow up in everybody's face.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, because it's kind of like even me now. I hear the word subscription, and I get agita and go, "Oh my God, who's trying to rip me off now?" It's those auto charges. Have you looked at your credit card lately? It's terrifying. How do they get
that's
their
crazy.
hands on this shit?
I don't know. I look at my credit card receipts very often.
And you're like, "Did I do that?"
My wife does also. So
It's always smarter to
She's-
marry someone smarter than
oh
herself.
yeah. I had to.
Yeah. So you just got off. New Edition just did their tour,
We just finished the tour.
and I was waiting for you
30
guys to finish
cities.
so I could come after you.
30 cities in America. We get ready to go back out and do 20 more in October and November. And then we're going to go overseas for a little while and do some shows overseas.
Is it fun playing with the guys again? Or is
It's a ball. It's a ball.
because playing by yourself, you just get to control everything. But playing with the
Playing by
guys,
myself is like I get to have fun. It's fun for me.
that's crazy
solo.
because you're like the multiple artists. A lot of them say they don't want to perform anymore if it's not fun.
Oh no, you got to have fun.
Yeah.
You got to have fun. With New Edition, it's fun, but it's a job. It's a job. All of us
I
are
always think of
really close
Todd
friends.
Todd Rundgren did "Hello, It's Me," and he thinks it's hilarious when he plays. He refuses to play "Hello, It's Me,"
Really.
and he thinks it's hilarious. So he says, "Oh, go talk to Lance if you want to listen." But then he plays it at the end.
Okay.
But he loves to torture people, and I just found out this tour, he's going out and only doing his music because he plays everybody else's music. Do you like playing other people's music or just your own?
We have a segment in the show where we go back and we sing songs of the people that influenced me. Michael Jackson, Rick James, Prince.
I loved Michael.
I loved him too.
Yeah, what a great guy he was.
Yeah.
And what a tragic. Oh,
Yeah.
killed me. So, you know what? Well, at least you didn't end up like Michael.
I didn't end up like a lot of them.
Yeah, no, I think about like how many instances, like when I was at the Tabernacle during the bombings at the Olympic, I was all right next to stuff, and things could be very different.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing for you. Life could be very, very different.
Yeah, I went through some things. I wouldn't change it for, anything else, because it's gotten me here. I'm 57 years old and I'm still alive. So,
Yeah.
that's a plus.
And well, they say, if we live for the next 5 years, we'll be able to live to 100.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm just not quite sure I'm on board
Ready
with
to
that.
ready to live to 100.
Yeah, that's like
Go back into
as we get older, our bodies
Yeah.
not being able to trust your body. I find is the worst thing about getting older.
Yeah.
I love the knowledge in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
What I don't like is like when you get up from your chair or something.
It hurts.
You got to take a second to get your balance and get your stuff and are you ready to roll? So now you've worked with Babyface because you were working with Babyface in Atlanta, right?
I worked with Babyface when he was out here
Really?
in Los Angeles. We did Don't Be Cruel.
And I knew him because I had the Tabernacle in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
And Babyface was really big out there, and I had him play. And then when I came to California, I had him play, and it was almost like Asleep at the Wheel. No one knew who they were out here.
Really?
Yeah, in the Southeast, Asleep at the Wheel is like 1,200 people guaranteed.
Right.
Here, people, who are they? So, what, like, currently today, and I know probably the answer to this, but not politically, what brings you joy in life nowadays?
My kids. My kids bring me all the joy in the world. Just seeing them get up in the morning, get ready for school, and
what's
me
your
taking.
youngest?
My youngest is 9.
Wow.
My oldest is 40.
I have a 40-year-old too.
Yeah.
It's kind of terrifying to know that we have 40-year-old kids. You're like, wait a minute, I thought I was 40. What happened where the kids became the same age? I thought the most interesting thing was you have a culinary brand.
Yes, I have a food line, Bobby Brown Foods, which we sell seasonings, barbecue sauces, fried mixes.
And I know you and I just talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
I am absolutely going to sell all of your product at
Thank
my
you.
restaurant.
I would appreciate that.
I have Sterling Steak and Lounge in Park City.
Okay.
And it's amazing. My son, who never was involved in any of my businesses, all of a sudden called me up one day and said he wants to own his own restaurant. And I was like, great.
Yeah.
Not the smartest thing in the world. Do you tell your kids to stay out of the music business? Or
Not really. My kids, one of my daughters has the most beautiful voices you ever want to hear.
Really?
My daughter Bodie. She is incredible vocally, and she dances. Her and her little sister dance.
Is she going to show up on the Mickey Mouse Club?
No. She's not going to show up on the Mickey Mouse Club.
How old is she?
She's 10. She'll be 11. She'll be 11 the end of next month.
That's amazing. And isn't it so joyous to see one of your kids excel?
Oh my God, I love it. I love it. My youngest son, who is an actor, he's been in plays and he loves Broadway, and he's really good. So I'm looking forward to seeing him.
You grew up in Boston.
Yes.
And I grew up in New York. So to me, going to Broadway, Fiddler on the Roof,
Right.
Guys and Dolls, I think about that and I talk to the people out that aren't from the East Coast, and they've never seen a play.
Yeah.
And it's funny, we were brought up, you had plays in Boston too, right?
There was plays in Boston. I didn't frequent,
Right.
The theater, but once I got older, me and my wife, we go to plays, and we tried to keep them educated.
Yeah, it always
in
amazes me
entertainment.
because I always think of our industry, and I think I know our industry, and then you go into the play world, completely different.
Completely different.
Right, and then you go into the opera world, completely different. And it's amazing to me because people don't realize the Canyon Club used to be open on Wednesday mornings, and we do big band swing for all the retirement community.
Really?
Yeah, and it was donuts, and that's kind of how we got started. And our Boogie Night Spasmatics is kind of like we realized there's a bunch of 40-year-old single people that want to meet each other.
Yeah.
Boogie or meet. It's funny because
Mingle.
Meet and mingle. So, like, you're commanding stage presence. That's just natural.
Yeah.
No one had to teach you any of that stuff?
I when I was born, my grandmother all she let me do was play records. She had a collection of vinyl that was incredible, and she would just play me all kinds of music.
What kind of music would she play?
Elvis, Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis.
Did she have one of those big, huge stereos?
She had a small little stereo, and it had the speakers, attached to it.
Right.
And it was, they called it a Capona set.
Oh, I remember. You also were the beatboxes. That was your generation.
Beatbox was my generation.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's very funny. So, yeah, but like the stage presence, like when you go out there, like it always was intriguing to me because I knew you were a solo artist.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're with a group, do you have to like give grace when you're with the group?
With the group, we separate the parts. Because we are one of the groups that has 4 different groups within a group. Belle Biv DeVoe, Ralph Tresvant, Johnny Gill, myself, New Edition. It's one big conglomerate.
Yeah.
And
collaboration.
Yes, one big collaboration, and we just take turns on stage. We do each other's songs, and
I appreciate that because you guys you're in competition, but you're not in competition
Not at
because
all.
you all want to succeed, and you're fellow band members succeeding as you is succeeding.
we all want to perform and entertain the people. You know, we love entertainment. We
Now we're
love
gonna-
being able to make somebody smile or make somebody cry or make somebody just bust out laughing. You know, so you know that's
And you kind
that's
of buy into their emotions.
yeah. Long as they're giving it, we give it right back.
That's amazing because I guess I remember when I did the House of Blues in Atlanta. It was during the '96 Olympics, and I remember sitting side stage and looking out over the crowd, imagining what it must be like to be the performer, because I was sucking up the adulation because I hired the performer.
Right.
I couldn't imagine being the performer that was truly getting the adulation
Oh,
because they're up there.
It's so much fun, man. It's the best feeling in the world to be able to go on stage and perform for people and people to sing along with your songs and you enjoy it and they enjoy it, and
Like
that's
in
a good thing.
In your career, that you've been now for 45 years doing this stuff. In your career, what is the biggest rock and roll thing you've ever done?
Biggest rock and roll thing I've ever done. Wow, that's a loaded question. I think playing Tokyo Dome
Really?
for 7 nights in a row.
What is the Tokyo Dome? Is it just like a huge theater?
It's a
there?
huge soccer stadium.
Really? And you
So
filled it 5
I filled
times?
it 7 times.
Really? Isn't it like 70 or 100,000 people?
Yes.
That's crazy.
So that
you
was
almost
my
did
big
1 million people in 7 days.
yes, which was the most rock and roll thing I've ever done.
And you just sit there and
I just played and played and played and played and played.
yeah, I think to myself, it's like when I asked Willie that question, he was like getting audited by the IRS. And I sympathize with that one because that's what they don't prepare you for.
No, they don't.
They don't prepare you to manage money. And it's funny because my wife manages, like, she used to manage JoJo Siwa. She's got Brooklyn Pitch. She's got all these famous Todrick Hall. And the biggest thing is, you know, in football, when you get into the NFL, the first thing they do is put you with a financial person so you don't get ripped off.
Yeah.
They don't do that in music.
They don't do that in music.
You know what they do in music?
I'm
They
lucky
give
that
you
I
$1 million.
married. I'm lucky that I married somebody that that knows how to take care of all of that. You know.
Yeah, but that's like you're marrying the opposite of you, and it completes you.
Opposites
but it's
attract.
the opposite.
Opposites attract.
And opposites also fill in all the gaps.
Yeah.
You know, I think about that. You're right, because I'm the financial person in my relationship, and my wife is the brains. Like, she's the. We always made fun. I was the engineer, she was the architect. I just bitched constantly about what she designed because I couldn't afford to build it. So, like, and you're also known for choreograph. Like,
Yeah.
Did you do a lot of the dance moves, or how does that work?
No, I had choreographers for the most part throughout my career, but I naturally just dance when I hear music. You know,
Really?
my legs just do what they want to do.
So you just come up with that's just natural, and you just got to move.
Got to move.
I wish I had that. I do that like planned swing dance. I can
Okay.
do stuff, but the biggest fear I have in life is a mirror.
A mirror.
Yeah, like when we do this interview, I watch your portion of the interview. I cannot watch mine.
Why?
I drive myself crazy.
Oh man.
I don't like the way I look.
You're great.
I don't
Come
like,
on now.
Yeah, well, the deal is hey, you know what? And what I realize, no one cares that I don't like it. So I just keep doing it because someone said to me something about 10 years ago. They said, you know, we're all content companies. And it's easy for me to look at you as Bobby Brown and go, of course he knows he's a content company. But we're all content companies.
Yes.
Everyone in the world. Like, I'm going to take this interview and I'm going to break it down into TikToks and Instagram posts. And that's how people communicate. It used to be that you would follow whatever fan told you to follow.
Right.
Now there's too much information out
There's
there.
so much information.
What
there's so
social
many
media
different-
do you like?
I'm really not too keen and too fond of social media. I'm, you know,
We're gonna
glance,
make you.
I glance through a couple of them every now and then.
So I'm gonna do your. We'll set up your TikTok, and I will give you 50 posts for you on that. Because
Okay.
that's the hardest thing. The hardest thing was to get started, and it's funny to see someone like you. It's humble. Like, how are you humble? I'm humble because no one knows who I am. No one cares about my accomplishments. Yours are all right out in front of everybody.
Yeah.
We all can see what you've done, and we're in awe.
Thank you. Thank you. I
I
appreciate
mean,
it.
I can't wait, and I know Alicia's meant a lot to you.
Yes.
She kind of saved your life,
Yes.
and she manages you, and you guys are a true partnership.
Yes.
That's amazing to me that you got the opportunity, because a lot of people don't get that chance.
No, not a second chance. Not in life.
So, do you cook?
I'm a cook. I cook at home for my family.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
I have a thing that I call shrimp a la Bobby,
Really?
and it's a shrimp dish that is pretty loved by family members and friends and my kids.
So it's
I like
shrimp,
that.
and what
I
else
like
is
that. I like cooking spaghetti.
Ah.
I make a mean spaghetti.
Have you made your own pasta yet?
No, I have not made my own pasta
You
yet.
really, what we need to do is, hey Lou, can we make sure we get him a pasta maker? Because if you love pasta,
Okay.
let me get you a pasta maker. It is crazy good, and
Really?
it's really easier than you think. It's kind of like the day I opened a pizza company, and I realized you can make pizza dough and it costs you like 4 cents.
Wow.
Right. Now I know why all those pizza companies are so rich.
So
because
rich. Yeah.
It's a little cheese and pizza, and you're done. It's the
Little
best food
sauce.
ever.
Little sauce.
A little sauce on there, but nowadays some of the best pizza I had Alfredo sauce on it.
Yeah.
Not the healthiest thing I
No.
imagine, but it was really good. My chef here used to do lasagna with Alfredo sauce.
My wife makes a mean lasagna, so
Yeah, lasagna is great.
oh my God.
Oh my, and
I'm a foodie person, so
so do you like to grill?
I love to grill. I love cooking out.
So are you a ribeye guy, New York guy, or filet guy?
I'm a ribeye guy.
You're the fatty guy.
Yeah.
So you like to barbecue outside.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of people don't realize the ribeye, it's the fattiest piece and the best marbled piece of meat. But the lip on, there's nothing better than that lip. I just cut them all off and tell everybody they only got the eye. I eat all the lips.
Oh boy.
So, where, like, when you look at the roots of your music, that just blows me away. Being 14 years old, you were 13 or 14?
14.
14. Being 14 years old, you kind of had a musical direction already?
Not so much as a
Where did you grow up in Boston?
I grew up in Roxbury.
In Roxbury.
Roxbury, Massachusetts, yeah, in Orchard Park.
And were you a big Lansdowne Street person, or did you move out of there before that became an issue?
Lansdowne was a place where, all of the grown-ups hung out, I was too young to go down there, but
really?
We played shows at clubs that was down on Lansdowne,
Well, you're kind of, because I look at you as, because even when I opened House of Blues, you were way too big to play for me there.
But we was always there.
But did you ever make money on your tours at first?
Oh, at first, no.
Yeah, I was going to say, because
No, not with New Edition. Not with
that
New
was
Edition.
New Edition, Boys to Men. It was all those fabricated bands that they put out there. And because Justin Timberlake was in one too. What was he in?
He was in NSYNC.
NSYNC. So it's amazing. There was like a whole plethora of boy bands.
Yes, that came
but
after
you and the Boys to Men
that
were
came
the
after
only-
New Edition. New
They
Edition.
came after.
Yes.
Yeah,
New
because
Kids
it was
on the
kinda
Block.
Like someone got the idea. It's kind of like Justin Bieber becoming famous on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Now everybody thinks that's how you get famous.
Yeah.
One person gets it, it breaks, and it's done.
And then it's done.
Right. Like I don't even know nowadays how would you become famous is through social media.
Social media is I can say if social media was around when I first started, I would probably be richer than rich.
And do you look at the music business as corrupt? Because I was once told this: any industry that has its own award shows is a corrupt industry. So, and I think to ourselves, the music industry is all based around award shows because of the fact. But I agree. Like, how many awards has New Edition? How many awards has Bobby Brown gotten?
I've gotten 3 Grammys, 4 American Music Awards.
Right.
I think like 5
I was going to say, I've
People's
seen
Choice,
you on
People's
BET, I've
Choice,
seen a bunch
and
of that because
MTV and BET. I got Lifetime Achievement Awards from BET.
So do you have a room in your house where you have all this stuff displayed?
Oh yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then your kids think
They think
because
I'm pretty
I do
cool.
all my football stuff. My kids look at it and go, "Oh, Dad, you're so embarrassing." And I'm like, because to my kids, I am the most uncool person on the face of the planet.
I'm thankful because my kids think I'm the coolest.
Are you really?
I'm one of the coolest people
You know what
that
my
they
daughter
know.
said? I'm so uncool. Is that what makes me cool? That I'm so uncool. But they describe the Canyon Club like that. And I think the Canyon Club only exists because of my passion for music.
Okay.
It's not like a viable way to make money. You know
It's
what I mean?
fun though.
Yeah, but can you imagine if you were growing up again and you were worried about making money? Let's become a rock star. I think that's probably the least
Way to make money.
Right. Because I remember, but back then, that I remember with all of the other boy bands, that they all were being accused of abusing the kids, and the people in the band didn't get paid properly. They were
Yeah.
overworked. You never had that with New Edition.
With New Edition, yes, we did.
You did?
We when we went on our first tour, after the tour, we came home and they gave us a check for $1.87.
You know, when you hear the word 87, that just means murder to me.
Yeah,
And that's basically what I would
that's
have
basically what happened.
You went ape.
We went ape shit.
But you hear about that all the time.
Yeah,
And I hear about like bands stealing from people, and not bands, like the
Managers.
managers stealing from
Yeah.
people, because
it's a sad thing, you know, because you know in this industry you work so hard and you go out there and you perform for all of the people, and you expect to be compensated for that. And sometimes,
but a lot of people don't realize, because they look around and you're in a stadium with 100,000 people or 50,000 people that all paid a minimum of $40, and you think to yourself, where does all that money go? Because I remember at House of Blues, we would go to the bands and say, well, our house nut is XYZ, and they would laugh at us. We don't care what your house nut is. We've been ripped off by the best of them.
Right.
I want my cut from the gross.
Right.
I don't care. And are you guys the ones that came up with that?
I don't think we were the ones that came up with it. I think we learned our lesson at a young age, and now that
But the
we know,
$1.87 had to have been like,
That was
everybody was like, they
No.
had to have known you were going to go crazy.
they had to.
Yeah. Well, we'll get back to this. Let's take a cut for a commercial break, and
Okay.
we'll be right back.
All right.
Thank you.
You got it.
And we're back with
Yes.
Bobby Brown, and you have a tour coming up that no one's ever seen before.
I have a show that is very intimate, very energetic, and
It's
I'm
all
just-
based on Don't Be Cruel,
It's
right?
all based on my album "Don't Be Cruel."
35 years.
35 years of just of hits, and I'm
That's
just
great.
really
and
thankful.
and this is, you're just putting it together now, and this is this tour, no one's seen this show before.
No one's seen this show before.
That's
No. And we're
amazing.
going to be at the Saban Theatre on July 10th, which is coming up soon, 4 weeks, I believe. And I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully everybody comes out. Well, please come out and join me, and let's have some fun.
Yeah, and so don't be cruel. Tell me what was going through your head when you did that.
Don't Be Cruel was
Because it's an album, a song, it's everything, right?
it's was the groundbreaking album that brought New Jack Swing to the forefront. It had five number one singles off of it, and it sold worldwide 12 million copies, and I'm really proud of the album.
Well, what are the 5 songs? What is your favorite song to sing? What brings back the most memories?
My Prerogative.
Really?
My Prerogative is probably the one song that
What were you thinking when you wrote it?
Defines me. What was I thinking?
Yeah.
That everything that I do from this point on,
Is your
from
choice.
that point on, is my choice, and it's what I want to do. And
That's great. How old were you when you wrote that? 35 years ago, so I can do math. So 22 years old?
I was about 22.
That's
About
crazy.
that.
And you came up with this is my prerogative. I'm going to make my
Along
choices in my life.
Along with Teddy Riley and Aaron Hall, we wrote the song together, and it's just it's a banging track. I'm pretty sure people know about the My Prerogative genre of music. It's pretty in your face.
So you were on The Masked Singer too.
Oh, the Masked Singer.
You were the
Boy.
crab.
I was the crab on the Masked Singer. That was.
Did you have fun?
I had fun, but I'm claustrophobic, and
Yeah.
being in that crab suit.
Oh, that
just
had to
wasn't-
drive you crazy.
Oh,
and you
it
had to
drove
sing
me-
in it?
Drove
And how
me
hot
nuts.
was it?
It was hot as hell.
It's funny because my wife still walks around with. Do you remember the sweatshirts they gave you? It said, "Don't talk to me."
Yes.
She
Yes.
still walks around with that sweatshirt. I just find it very amusing. And the Roger Rabbit dance.
Roger Rabbit dance.
What does that mean? Backwards?
That means it's a
It's a choreograph move.
yeah. It's a funny dance.
Really?
Yeah.
So, what exciting things are we going to see for
This
like
concert,
your show coming up? What can we count on? Because I know a lot of people are
a
going to
lot
be
of
there.
good music. Live vocals, some dancing, but pure energy, in your face energy. Most people don't sit down at my concert, so
So even though
we're
you
gonna
got a
have-
seat, you're getting up and you're
we're
not
gonna
going to
get
sit
up
back
and
down.
we're gonna get up and party.
Very cool. And so how long is your show for? And it's at the Saban.
Yes.
So it's easy parking, easy in, easy out. And
And the show will be about 65 minutes.
very cool.
Yeah.
And I just remodeled the green rooms.
Okay.
So you're going to be happy camper because I remember when I first took over the Saban, the green rooms were 70 years old.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and I can imagine that like all the stuff that you're used to like just going out and grabbing, because we were talking about that with social media,
Right.
that like when we were growing up, we didn't have social media. We just talked to each other.
Yeah.
Nowadays, everything is through social media. Everybody, it's
You
a
got to
fake
have
life.
strong thumbs these days.
And I'm forgetting that. You're right, but I remembered, like, what phone do you have?
I have an iPhone.
You have an iPhone.
Yeah.
And isn't it amazing? Like, the first phone I ever bought was a StarTech flip phone.
Oh boy.
I paid $2,000 for a StarTech flip phone 30 years ago, and people don't realize my phone bill used to be like $400 or $500 a month. Do you remember those days? Where like you every time you talked, it was 35 cents a minute.
I remember the phone that you could carry on your shoulder,
Uh-huh.
and you could put it in your car.
And I bet you had one.
I had one. Definitely had one. And then the big one.
What was your first car?
My first car was a Mercedes.
Oh, really?
No, a Maxima. A Maxima. I had a Maxima first, and then I moved to a Mercedes.
My first car was a 69 Chevelle.
Woo!
Is that amazing? But back then they were garbage cars.
They're not garbage cars anymore.
1975, 80, they were all junk cars because it was Chevelles were what mom and dad drove.
Uh-huh.
And they were two-seaters and they had a bench seat in front. And all the hip stuff you see today, that's not what Chevelles were.
Chevelles are nice now. You can't get.
What do you
for
drive
less
today?
Than, I still drive a Mercedes.
I got into the Teslas.
Oh, you
The self-driving stuff. I have to
fell
be-
for it.
You know what, dude? I drive back and forth to Utah. So it's a dream come true. And I you
Really?
never. My wife says I'm such a control freak and I'm so tightly wound. She's like, I don't want to drive with you because she thought I'd be screaming at the computer. It relaxes me. You know what I mean? Because I don't have to think about it.
I just have to be in control.
You really have to be in
I have
control.
to be in control.
But like the Mercedes is getting to the point because I had a 550 and that would do lane departure, all kinds of stuff. And it's funny growing up because I'm a little bit older than you, but driving, those are the most unsafe vehicles.
Oh yeah, no seatbelts.
No seatbelt.
We were just
kids
talking
in the
about
back.
that. Kids in the back.
Yeah.
Flipping people
You
off
and I were
and-
around when they invented car seats. They did, and I saw the first car seat was just a bar they put around.
Right.
You. You're like, you know what? But we lived.
Yeah.
I don't
We're
remember
still
all
here.
these kids dying of automobile accidents. And I remember the station wagon where we'd all ride in the back. We even had a seat in the back that flipped
That
up
flipped
that we could
up
look
that
up,
you looked at.
so we could torment the people behind us.
That's right.
So Dad never understood why the guy gave him the middle finger when he passed us. It was because us and backed. So do you do any more acting?
I'm looking forward to doing some more acting in the near future. Of course, I've done movies with Martin Lawrence and other people.
We should
But-
do our own Ocean's 13
Oh boy,
with all the guys. That would be fun.
that'd be fun.
Wouldn't it? If you'd like, and I could hook you up with all the guys in Vegas.
Oh boy,
Have you been to Vegas? Where did you play when you were in
played
Vegas?
we played the encore for a little while, but I'll be playing the Palms.
Oh, really? I love the Palms.
I'll be playing the Palms in this July. So
Oh, that's very cool. Well, my buddy Billy Richardson owns he just bought Morgan Wallen's or
Okay.
a place like that, and he's doing concerts there. So
Okay.
he's getting back into it. All the guys that have retired, his family was a big family in Vegas way back when. Because
Okay.
I always tell the story when I grew up in New York, I got married and Lenny was he was my best man. And it was only years later that
You
his
found
name
out.
was Lenny Montoya, and he was like, he was in the import-export business in New York, we'll say.
okay.
Yeah, so he was in the garbage collection business or the import-export business. That's code in New York.
That's
for it.
code for
Yeah, he was part of the family.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, growing up there, I was collecting shopping carts at Wall Bombs.
Wow.
What did you do? You didn't have a job. Your first job was
My
singing.
first job was singing. My first job was just being on stage and performing for people.
If you weren't a singer, what would you have done?
I don't know. I really don't know. That's all I ever wanted to do. That's all I believed in. That's all that I think God blessed me with the talent to entertain people. And
He did a good job of that.
thank you. Thank
It's
you.
pretty amazing. And when you look at your career, it's resilient because you have talent.
Thank you.
Like other people, the one-hit wonders are out there, and I think about, like, nowadays, you kind of are all on your own. Because it used to be the record label. It was the group, and no one would know who you were unless the record label. Because when I first opened House of Blues, people forget the record label was the number one person who used to buy tickets.
Right.
And the record label wouldn't buy a ticket if their life. You know what they want? They
Now
want
they
free
won't.
tickets.
Now they won't.
Yeah. Now they want
don't.
free tickets.
Yes.
Because it used to be, I would sell them a House of Blues, and immediately it would be like, and your ticket label buy was going to be 200 tickets. And nowadays, is there even records in record stores?
I've not seen a record store in a while.
Really? I just know all these
I know
used
people
record
are
stores.
people are putting out albums, but you know, I haven't seen a record store.
It's funny because you know where I saw the records where they are selling them? Walmart.
They are.
Yeah,
They
I saw
are.
they have a record section.
Oh, okay.
And it's funny because everybody, I brought up in one of my shows a long time ago about like I was an 8-track fanatic. And that's even before your time, right?
Yeah.
Because you were cassettes.
Well, we were cassettes. My
Right.
father was 8-track. You know.
Yeah. So your dad would appreciate this. Every single time in the middle of Stairway to Heaven, it would go click, click.
And
go to
switch
the-
over to the other side.
Right, because people don't realize that we didn't even care where it would click over. So an
No.
8-track meant there was 8 tracks, and it would click over between tracks, and it would sound that in the middle of the song,
Yeah.
and everybody would just wait and listen
Wait
to the
to
click.
listen.
But I remember like the 8 tracks in your vehicles and all that. So we went over your first car. We went over the most rock and roll thing you've ever done. So where is, like, out of all your children, which one, if you did something bad and they had to come pick you up and they were allowed to know what you did, which is your kid that you would have call?
My son Landon,
He would come and get you no matter
my
what.
40-year-old. Yeah.
Yeah, he would come in.
No matter what,
and he has a CYA gene.
he is the man.
Yeah, that's funny. I always love that. And I love talking to you.
Thank
this
you.
was such a great interview.
Thank you so
I really
much.
do
I
appreciate
appreciate
you
you.
and your music.
I appreciate you.
And I can't wait. 35th anniversary.
35th anniversary. Saban
Don't be
Theatre.
cruel. Saban Theater.
Yeah.
I'm going to
there.
be there.
All
I'll be
right.
square.
All right.
And Lou, are we going to put something out? So July 9th, you're in Saratoga. July 10th, you're in Saban.
Yep.
And July 11th, you're in Vegas.
Yep.
Oh, good. So I'll follow you to Vegas.
Yes.
And I get to see you in Vegas. And we would like to be able to offer out. Do you ever do a meet and greet?
Yes, we do meet and greets.
Do they sell them online?
We sell
or-
them online.
So if any of the meet and greets, I would like to offer one of the meet and greets at my expense, Lou. So let's put what do you help me with that? What am I supposed to be doing? Let's put something out there, and the next person who posts on their Facebook page the 2 tickets that they bought,
Yeah.
we'll put them in for a raffle to have a meet and greet to meet you.
That'd be
It was
great.
a pleasure talking
My
to
pleasure
you.
talking to you.
Anything you ever need, you come. All right, man. Thank
All
you.
right. You got it.
You've been listening to Where Music Meets the Soul, and we'll see you again next week.